Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual person, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. Jimin, baby, Hobie, where is my baby? Is it okay? What's it? Boy or terrified girl? Hobie looked at Jimin and smiled. Why are you stressing this much? Jimin, you can't understand. Just tell me, who is it? Hobie gave him a newborn baby. Here is your baby. It's a boy. Congratulations. Jimin looked at baby. Boy? Jimin hugged the baby and started crying. Not because he was a boy, because now he can live in this world. He was so happy. Hobie, you started crying this early. I have a surprise for you. Here is your second baby. Gave him another newborn baby and took first one. Jimin confused. Another one? Hobie, it's twin. She's a girl. She's so weak, so couldn't get caught in ultrasound. I guess God wants to give you a surprise. Your son is healthy, your daughter is weak, but there is nothing to worry. She will be fine. She just needs extra care. Looked at Jimin, who was crying while looking at his daughter. Jimin, what happened? You're overwhelmed? That's alright. It's now cut off. Jimin looked at Hobie with terrified eyes. Does Yoongi know about twins? Hobie, not yet. Actually, Yoongi hasn't returned from mission. I informed him and he told me that he would be here in no time. I know you are feeling sad. You want him to be here, but cut off. Jimin, Hobie, will you help me? Hobie, help? Say? Jimin, don't tell Yoongi about the daughter. Please help me to run away from here with my daughter. Hobie, shocked. What? You want to run away? But why? Jimin, because Yoongi didn't want a girl child. He will kill her. He only wanted an heir who can carry forward his lineage. Hobie, what? No, you are just overthinking. Nothing is like that. I will talk with him. Jimin, he won't understand. In Mafia world, there is no place for girls. Girls are weakness. Yoongi is one man apart the child because she was a girl. Yoongi will do the same. Please help me. I'm begging you. Please save my daughter. Hobie, don't worry. Until I'm alive, nothing will happen to you and your daughter. I will think something. Jimin, there is no time for thinking. I have to run away with my daughter. Yoongi will be here in no time. Hobie, where will you go? Yoongi will find out you from anywhere. You can't run away from him. He is a mafia. Jimin, then? Hobie planned a fake scenario of Jimin's death to protect him and his daughter. He called his young Jin, who was in the hospital with his husband June for their son T's vaccination. He asked help from them. Jimin told them everything and they were ready to help him. Jimin hugged his son for the last time before leaving him forever. He apologized to him and then gave to Hobie. He knew his son would be safe with his dada, Yoongi. He didn't want to leave his son, but he didn't have any other option to save his daughter. Hobie opened the back door of hospital which was only for emergency access for medical staff. And Namjin left with Jimin and his daughter along with their son T. Hobie set fire in Jimin's ward and faked short circuit. When Yoongi returned, he gave Yoongi his son and informed about Jimin's death. Jin sat beside Jimin, who was heartbroken. Jimin, what happened? Jimin looked at Jin. I left my one child to protect other one. What type of mama am I? Jin wiped his tears. You are so brave. You didn't leave your son. You protected your daughter. Your son is perfectly fine. He is safe now. June, the one who only wants and here doesn't deserve the honor to get a daughter. You didn't do anything wrong. Yuki married you just for an heir and you gave him that. Your daughter is your strength. Move on with her. There is no need to cry. Yuki will take care of your son. After all, it's his hair. In few days he will marry to someone else. Jimin looked at June. No, Yoongi isn't like this. He cared me. June, he cared only for his hair. The person who was ready to kill his own child just because she was a girl can't be trustworthy and loyal. Yoongi was never the right choice for you. Jin, we are with you. You aren't alone. We will help you to raise your daughter. Now it's your home. Looked at the newborn baby girl. We always wanted little princess. Because of you, our that wish finally completed. They heard loud sound of falling. They all looked at the door and found 1.5-year-old little boy was coming to them while holding his milk bottle and some clothes. He came to them with his tiny baby feet. June, Titi, what happened, baby? Why did you bring your clothes? T looked at June. Dada, Titi, bed. June, oh, you want to sit on bed? Wait, let me help you. Made him sit on the bed. Jin dropped the clothes and milk bottle on the bed and wiped Jimin's tears by his baby hands. No cry, cry, Titi, no like cry, cry. Showed him his clothes. Titi, clothes. Showed him his milk bottle. Titi, milk. Baby, happy. No cry, cry. Titi, happy, happy baby. June, he's saying you shouldn't cry and worry. He doesn't like crying. He brought his clothes and milk bottle for baby. He will make baby happy. Jimin hugged me. Oh, you are so sweet. I won't cry. T. Jin, Titi is also like your son. You can give him all those love and warmth which you want to give your son. June, and you know, Titi doesn't like to share his things with anyone, but he himself brought his clothes and milk bottle for your baby. It means he really likes her. Jin, Titi, she is your sister. Now you are big brother. You have to take care of her. T looked at Jin. Mama, no worries. Titi, happy, happy. Titi's sister. Jimin, I don't have words to thank you. You all are so good. June, no need to thank us. We did what we should do. Jin, and our Titi got a little sister too. Don't worry, everything will be alright. We are here with you. Time skipped after 5 years. 5 years passed. Jimin was still living with Namjin and T. He started working in Namjin's restaurant where Jin was the head chef and June was accountant. It wasn't big restaurant but filled with homely vibes. Jimin didn't want to be burdened on Namjin. He wanted to raise Mimi by his own. Namjin never said anything to him. It was his own choice. June, Ginny, I brought everything, whatever you mentioned in list. Please check. Jimin came to him with a glass of water. Yang, water. June gulped the water. Thanks, Jimin. Call Ginny. If he wants anything, then tell me now. He always makes me run at the last moment, then blame me for not bring this and that. Jimin smiled. Yang isn't here. He went somewhere. I will check the things. June, yes, please check and tell me if I forget anything. I don't want to hear rap. Looked at restaurant. New decoration? Jimin, Yang said we got the contract of some school picnic. Few students are coming to stay in nearby hotel, so we have to take care of their food. June, shocked. Really? When did this happen and why didn't I know about it? Jin came to them. It happened few minutes ago when you went to market. Actually, to whom that school contact for children's food, their food didn't pass the quality check, so in this short time they couldn't arrange any other food where the children are staying. That hotel's manager recommended our restaurant, showed him papers. See, I got the contract paper too. June, that's really a great news. So that's why you urgently told me to bring all these things. Jin, yes, my dumb husband. Now I will prepare super tasty food for babies. By the way, where are my babies? Where is that bullet train? June, yeah, where is Mimi? Usually, she ran to me for asking for a chocolate. Jin looked at Jimin with suspicious eyes. Now, what did you do, Jimin, don't look at me like this. You know there is no jam in the kitchen. She finished whole bottle. June, it's okay. I will bring new jam. Jin, still looking at him. Spill the whole truth. You didn't stay silent. Jimin looked down and whispered. I hit her hand with spatula. Jin widened his eyes. What? You hit my princess with that damn spatula? Jimin, yeah, no need to overreact. She has his protector who is bearing his tantrum. Mimi, Didi, Mama beat Mimi. Mama is so bad. Mimi won't talk with Mama. Mimi is going. Didi, don't cry, Mimi. Didi is here. Didi will scold Mimi. You are hungry, na? See, Didi brought bread and jam for Mimi. Didi made it for Mimi only. Mimi is so angry, but Mimi will eat bread and jam because Didi prepared it for Mimi. Mimi is so cruel like Mama, na? Bite the bread. It's so tasty. Only Didi loves Mimi. Didi wiped her tears. Didi will always love Mimi. Didi brought the ointment too. Once Mimi finished her breakfast, Didi will apply it on Mimi's hand. Mimi showed him her hand. Yeah. Time skipped after some times. All the students arrived. It was the batch of 50 students. Teachers were guiding students to sit. June was helping them. Jimin was helping Jin in kitchen. Boy one looked here and there. Wow! It's so beautiful. About to sit on the chair, but someone pushed him. Ah! Boy two. It's my seat. Go and sit somewhere else. Mimi punched on his nose. Why would he sit somewhere else? You sit somewhere else. He sat here first. Boy two. You're a girl. Girls shouldn't fight. Mimi, who said this? Mimi can fight. Mimi will break your all the bones, you bad boy. Boy one came in between. Please don't fight. Cookie will sit somewhere else. Grabbed Mimi's arm and started dragging her. Mimi, mad. Leave Mimi. Mimi will shoot that bad boy his right place. Cookie made her sit on the chair. Mimi, calm down. Fighting isn't good. Mimi angrily looked at him. Why would Mimi calm down? That bad boy was pulling you. Can't you fight back? Cookie doesn't like fighting, nah. Let him sit there. Cookie will sit anywhere else. Mimi, me. Tea came there. What happened? Mimi, is he trying to disturb you? Grabbed Cookie's collar. Cookie, scared. No. Mimi, Titi, leave him. That bad boy was pulling him and pushed him too from his chair. Mimi was only helping him. Tea left Cookie's collar. Oh, Tea, you can sit here. I'm King Tiang. Everyone calls me Titi. Cookie, hello. I'm Min Jungkook. Everyone calls Cookie as Cookie. Mimi, and Mimi is Mimi. If anyone disturb Cookie, then comes to Mimi. Mimi will. Jimin came there. Yeah, she is here's Lady Goon. Looked at Mimi. You again started fighting, Now doesn't your hand hurt? Mimi, Mama, that bad boy was pulling Cookie. Mimi was only helping Cookie. Jimin, yeah, I know. Your help very well. Looked at Cookie. Oh, your arm is bleeding. Did he go and bring first aid kit? Tea left. Tea brought first aid kit and Jimin bandaged Cookie's arm and fed him his food by his hand too. He was about to leave, but Cookie tucked Jimin's clothes. Can Cookie call you Mama? Cookie doesn't have Mama. Cookie has only Dada, but Dada stays out and barely talks with Cookie. Jimin felt a strong connection. Of course, Cookie can call me Mama. I'm Mimi's Mama. You are also like my son. Cookie hugged him tightly. Thank you, Mama. Time skipped after few days. Few days passed. Cookie's friendship with Tea and Mimi grew stronger. The trio always laughed and played together. Jimin always felt a strong connection with Cookie. Whenever Cookie called him Mama, he touched his heart. Mimi, while sitting on the bench, where did Mimi's house go? Mimi said to house to not go, but then also house go. House is so bad. Titi is also not here. Cookie went to market with Mama. Now what should Mimi do? If Mama finds out Mimi comes out, then Mama will beat Mimi. Hyungi, while driving and talking on Bluetooth. No, cancel my all these schedules and don't disturb me for few weeks. Yeah, handle everything by yourself. He saw a girl sitting alone with her Jimmy Pulsey. She wasn't crying but looking so terrified. Hyungi went to her. Hyungi tapped on her shoulder. What happened? Why are you doing here? Mimi looked at him. Who are you? Why are you disturbing Mimi? Mimi can break your all the bones. Hyungi shocked to see her face because it reminded him to Jimin. Your face? Mimi dramatically touched her face. What happened to Mimi's face? Hyungi bent on his knees. Nothing happened to Mimi's face. Your face is similar to someone special. Mimi is as beautiful as Mimi's Mama. Hyungi smiled. But why is Mimi sad? What happened? Does Mimi's Mama scold Mimi? No, Mimi's Mama hasn't scolded Mimi yet. But soon Mimi's Mama will beat Mimi. Hyungi, why? Who can be this much cute, baby? Mimi. Mimi's mama is so cruel. You know, cat uncle. Thinking, cat uncle? Looked here and there. Where is cat? Mimi. Where are you looking, cat uncle? Mimi's calling you cat. Just like Mimi's as beautiful as Mimi's mama. Shame, cat uncle is shame to shame looking at cat. Oh, cat uncle, how much you talk? Mimi is already so sad. Yoongi widened his eyes. I talk so much. Mimi looked at him. Yes, you talk so much, cat uncle. Mimi doesn't like to talk much. Yoongi, okay, I talk so much. Now tell me what happened. Why is Mimi sad? Why is Mimi doing here alone? Where are Mimi's parents? Mimi dramatically. These much questions, cat uncle. Mimi's teacher didn't ask this much questions. Yoongi, okay, so answer one by one. Mimi's house went somewhere. Mimi is waiting for it. House is so bad. Mimi will tell Mimi's mama to beat the house. Yoongi, confused. House went somewhere? Oh, she meant she got lost. Do you remember anyone's mobile number or address? Mimi. In Mimi's school diary, everyone's mobile number is written, but that is in Mimi's house, and Mimi's house went somewhere. Yoongi, oh, so do you remember anyone's address? Mimi nodded her head vigorously. Mimi's mama is working on Ginny's restaurant. Ginny prepares so many tasty food. Cat uncle, you should come to Ginny's restaurant. But how would you come? With Mimi's bath house restaurant also went. Yoongi, restaurant, searched nearby restaurant and showed its pics to Mimi. Mimi, check which is your Ginny's restaurant. Mimi swiped his finger on Yoongi's mobile. This one, cat uncle. This is Ginny's restaurant. Yoongi safely dropped Mimi to restaurant. There he met with Cookie. Namjoon thanked Yoongi for bringing Mimi back. They were worried for her. Jimin went home early, so he didn't meet with him. Cookie was so happy to see Yoongi. Cookie, Dada, you know, Cookie found Mama. Yoongi, Mama? Cookie, Mimi's Mama is so sweet. Cookie calls him Mama too. He took care of Cookie so much. Yoongi, really? Then Dada should meet with him and thank. Time skipped at next day. Yoongi went to Namjoon's restaurant with Cookie and Jimin came there with Mimi. Cookie and Mimi were so excited to meet their parents. So as their parents, finally after 5 years, they both faced each other and became shocked. Cookie looked at Jimin. Mama! Ran to him. Mimi looked at Yoongi. Cat uncle! Ran to him. Yoongi, shocked. Jimin, you are alive? Jaw dropped. Jimin, shocked. Yoongi? The past, buried under ashes and lies, stood now at the threshold, trembling. He was here, alive, but so was the truth Yoongi wasn't ready for. Namjoon, shocked. You both know each other beforehand? Have you two met before? Yoongi, mad. He's my husband, Jimin. Then to Jimin. Jimin, what are you doing here? You died in short circuit now. Joon came in between and pushed Yoongi. Stay in your limits. You can't shout. Jin looked at T. Titi, Take care of Mimi and Cookie. We will be back soon, okay? Namjin brought Yunmin to their home, which was nearby. Chungi was fuming in anger because he was feeling betrayed by his own husband. Chungi grabbed Jimin's arm and turned to himself. What's this nonsense, You are alive. Why did you run away from the hospital? Why did Hobie told me that you died in short circuit? That means Mimi is my daughter. I felt a strong connection with her. Shook Jimin's shoulder. How dare you to run away with my daughter? I will take her back with me. Jimin pushed him with his whole strength. Shut up! Mimi is only my daughter. You only want an hair which I gave to you. She won't go anywhere with you. You didn't leave any option in front of me. I had to run away, leaving my newborn baby just to save my daughter. Otherwise, you would have killed her. Chungi, have you lost your mind? Do you even know what rubbish you are talking? Why would I kill my own daughter? Jimin, don't act innocent. I saw your real face. Didn't you tell me that you wanted hair from me? Hyungi, yes, I told you, but when did I say I only want a boy, not and don't accept a girl? I never differentiate between boy and girl. I always wanted a healthy child. Jimin, shut up. Don't you dare to change the topic. I myself heard you and your men's conversation. You were talking about hair and killing a girl. Before going to your mission, I heard your men said to doctor that he only want a son. Kill the child if it's a girl. One of your staff members' wife told me that her husband aborted child because it was the girl. She told me that in Mafia world there was no space for girl. I ran away to save my daughter. I couldn't let her die. Hyungi grabbed his hairs and pulled. Ah, Jimin, what's wrong with you? You heard my men's words but not mine. You should at least come to me and ask that I want a girl child or not. How could you think that I'm a monster who would kill his own child? Yes, I'm a ruthless mafia king, but not the monster. Yes, in mafia world there is no place for girls because they considered as weakness, but I don't believe that. You can't judge me on the basis of others' thinking. You only heard half truth and took this much big decision. You took your and our daughter's life in danger. Before going to mission, I was talking with my men on some other mission related topic. It wasn't about a girl or boy child. Topic was something else. You should at least confirm it with me. Jimin trembled. You are lying. You are lying. Trying to change the topic. Hyungi grabbed his shoulders. Lying? Seriously? Look into my eyes. Do you think I can do that? I love you so much. My love is for you so pure. I was waiting for my child. After hearing about your death, I couldn't be able to handle myself. I was completely broken. Only I know how I raised Cookie without you. You didn't do good. You don't have any right to snatch my daughter. Jimin trembled. No, this can't be possible. I didn't misinterpret anything. Jin went to Jimin. Jimin, try to remember. Does Yoongi ever mention about boy? Jimin slowly shook his head. No, but I heard. Yoongi, heard. You misheard and misunderstood everything. You still aren't ready to listen me. You believed on others, but not me. June held Yoongi. Yoongi, calm down. Try to understand Jimmy's condition. He was so pressurized at that time. He heard about the incident of aborting girl child. The conversation he heard anyone would misunderstood like, Jimin, I know he did wrong. He should have talked with you, but he wasn't in that condition. He was so scared. He left his newborn son. Please try to understand. Jimin was stunned to hear the truth because of his one mistake. He ruined everything. Because of him, his husband, his son, his daughter suffered for 5 years. He was feeling so guilty and overwhelmed. He was blaming himself. Namjin was trying to solve the misunderstanding. Suddenly, door opened and kids came inside. Cookie hugged Jimin tightly. Mama, please come back home. Cookie needs Mama. Mimi hugged him tightly. Mimi needs cat uncle. Sorry, cat tata. Jimin hugged Cookie tightly. I'm sorry, Cookie. Yoongi hugged Mimi tightly. My daughter. June, guys, you two already lost 5 years. Now don't waste more time. Jin, yes, I know things can't be solved magically overnight, but you should stay together for your kids who yearn for their parents' love. Both Hyunmin talked in alone and decided to live together like a family. A simple misunderstanding can ruin the beautiful relationship, and because of no talk, it ends everything. So, first talk with each other before jumping on any conclusion. Don't take any hasty decision being emotional. In a world built of ruthless legacies, it takes love and courage to protect the innocent. A child's worth is never defined by gender, but by the joy they bring into the world. A half truth can be more dangerous than a lie. It hides just enough to break hearts. Sometimes the family we thought we lost was only waiting for us to listen. The end. Arthur's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. It was the requested story for one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. Half truth is the most dangerous than a lie. It holds the power to destroy everything and creates the misunderstanding which can never solve. Girls are often considered as weak, especially in mafia world. So in mafia world, nobody wants weakness. Jimin overheard Yoongi and his men's conversation and misunderstood him. He earlier witnessed the incident where Yoongi's staff member aborted his child after finding it was a girl. Jimin just wanted to protect his daughter, but destiny wanted something else. That's why they met again. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.